Welcome back to Reading with Miss Michelle. Today we're going to read an adorable book sent to us by Miss Haywood from LolliWolliWorld. It's called Fair Day in Fruityland, written by Tiffany Desiree. If you have a copy, go get it so you can read along with me. Don't forget to help us out by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with all of your friends. Wally is very ecstatic about the fair today, so he gulped down his strawberry oatmeal without chewing. After breakfast, Wally swiftly ran upstairs. He immediately grabbed his binoculars and backpack. "Slow down, kiddo. We have plenty of time to enjoy the fair today," said Benitha. While anxiously reaching for the doorknob, Wally yelled, "Dad, today is the best day ever. Fair Day in Fruityland only happens once a year. I can't wait to have so much fun with Lolly, too." Benitha chuckled as he watched Wally run to the car after opening the front door. Fair Day in Fruityland is Benitha's favorite time of year, too. He enjoys setting up a booth to sell individual baskets of delicious vegetables. Benitha likes to provide healthier options during the fair as well. As Wally approached the gates to enter the Fruityland Fair, he ran to Lolly. He immediately spotted his best friend skipping happily towards the apple bin with her mother. "Lolly, wait up!" Wally shouted. "Hey, best friend, I'm so happy to see you." "This year's fair is going to be great," said Lolly. "I'm looking forward to good food and games. I hope we win a lot of prizes at the fair this year," explained Wally. Lolly and Wally looked around at all of the neat games. With much anticipation to play each game, Wally thought bobbing for apples would be fun. "Do you want to play bobbing for apples?" inquired Wally. "Let's do it. I think you should give it a try first," shouted Lolly. Shortly afterwards, Rosabella began to set up her vegetable stand. Wally handed his ticket to a local farmer named Timmy Rhino. He then stepped up to the wooden bucket. He saw red and green apples floating around. "Wally, you got this!" shouted Lolly as she cheered on Wally. While using his sensitive trunk to search for apples, Wally smiled with confidence as he lowered his head into the barrel. Wally moved his trunk in circles and said, "This is going to be a piece of cake." Within minutes, Wally wrapped his nose around a yummy red apple. He then lifted his head up as water dripped from his face to see which apple he grabbed. Lolly and Rosabella cheered for him as he took a bite. "Congratulations! I hope you enjoy your delicious red apple. Which one of these beautiful prizes would you like to take home today?" said Farmer Timmy. "Can I please have one of the honey apples for my friend?" asked Wally. "What a fine friend you are," replied Farmer Timmy. He then grabbed his bag full of honey apples. "Hello, young lady. You can choose a red or green apple. Which do you prefer?" said Farmer Timmy. "I'll take a red apple," said Lolly. Lolly gently wrapped her trunk around the red apple before taking a big bite. What a yummy apple! I can sense my taste buds dancing," said Lolly. "Thank you, Farmer Timmy," shouted Lolly. "You're very welcome," he said with a warm smile. "Lolly, did you know red apples have various minerals?" said Wally. "Really? What type of minerals?" asked Lolly. "Calcium, copper, iron, and so many more," explained Wally. Lolly and Wally started walking towards the Ferris wheel. As they approached the cotton candy machine, Lolly began to hear a strange sound, followed with giggles on the other side. "What a scrumptious ball of candy you are," said a soft voice. "Crunch, crunch, crunch. I could eat cotton candy all day," the unknown voice continued. "Crunch, crunch, crunch." Lolly and Wally decided to follow the unknown sound. The two of them tiptoed around the corner. Lolly peeped her head around the cotton candy machine. "Munch, munch, munch. Yum, yum, yum. Eating cotton candy is so much fun. Munch, munch, munch. Yum, yum, yum. At the fair in Fruityland," sung the soft voice. Lolly and Wally spotted a fluffy red rabbit dancing around in a pile of pink cotton candy. They were amazed at how such a small rabbit could gobble down so much cotton candy at once. Wally decided to introduce himself. "Hello, my name is Wally. What is your name?" he said. "My name is Ruby Rabbit. It's so nice to meet you," she replied with a mouthful of cotton candy. "I love your barrettes. And what is your name?" said Ruby Rabbit. "My name is Lolly. Are you new to Fruityland?" she said. "Yes, I can't believe how amazing Fair Day in Fruityland can be," Ruby replied. "We love to come every year," said Lolly and Wally. Before Ruby Rabbit could respond, she yelled, "Ouch!" Ruby began to clench her tummy tightly. "What's the matter?" Lolly asked. "I have a belly ache. My stomach aches after I eat cotton candy," Ruby replied. Although delicious, cotton candy comes from processed sugar. Eating too many sweets will give you a sore belly, said Wally. "No way! I eat cotton candy every year, and it tastes like strawberries, so it must be healthy," replied Ruby. Wally is very much right. Food coloring is also used to make cotton candy, which is very unhealthy, expressed Lolly. "I can't believe this. Will my tummy be okay?" said Ruby as she slowly looked over at Lolly with a sad face. "There's no reason to be sad. You will be just fine," said Wally. "But if cotton candy is not good for me, what will I eat when I want to have something sweet?" said Ruby with a puzzled look on her face. "Have you tried tomatoes?" asked Lolly. "Ew, no way! What on earth is a tomato?" shouted Ruby. Lolly took Ruby by the hand and began walking. Tomatoes are bright red fruits that taste sweet and consist of vitamin C and K, which are good sources of dietary fiber as well as vitamins A, B6, and E. Tomatoes are also very nutritious and good for your heart, said Lolly. "But are they sweet like cotton candy?" asked Ruby. "No, they are not. But tomatoes are sweet and can be eaten on sandwiches or even by themselves. Want to give them a try?" said Wally. "Sure, why not? I'd rather eat something that won't give me a tummy ache," said Ruby with enthusiasm. The three of them walked over to Rosabella's stand. "Mom, can Ruby have one of your delicious tomatoes?" asked Lolly. "Of course she can," Rosabella answered. "Take your pick, Ruby," said Rosabella. "You mean I can have any one that I want?" asked Ruby. "You sure can," Rosabella replied. Ruby's eyes lit up as she observed various colors and sizes of the tomatoes. "I'd like the red one, please," said Ruby. Rosabella handed Ruby a delicious red tomato. She then hugged the tomato with her furry paws. Ruby closed her eyes and took a tiny bite of the juicy tomato. As Ruby continued to take a bite with her eyes closed, she said, "Tomatoes are so delightful. I am very pleased that you like tomatoes," said Rosabella. So, friends, Should we ride the Ferris wheel now? Wally asked. I would very much like to. What about you, Ruby? Said Lolly. Of course, but as long as I can eat my sweet tomato, she exclaimed. Most certainly, said Lolly, as they all held hands walking to the Ferris wheel. Ruby Rabbit started singing with her new friends. Crunch, 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 yum, yum, yum. Eating sweet tomatoes with friends is so much fun. Crunch, 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 yum, yum, yum. At the fair in Fruity Land. The end. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed listening to this book, and I hope you were able to read along with me. Don't forget to help us out by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with all of your friends. I hope you join me next time. Bye.